Yeah.
And, in the case of John Cena particularly, I feel like this is the end of his in-ring career because just of age and, you know, the ability to continue like I'm sure he will come back into the fold in and out like everyone does, but I think that we may have seen John Cena wrestle his last match unless they maybe do something at WrestleMania.
It's entirely possible just because of the insurance that is required. And, when you're a big Hollywood star, uh, like studios and other people's jobs are all relying on you to be able to shoot a movie at a certain time. So that was the difficulty in getting The Rock back for many years. And that's the difficulty in getting John Cena back. But what kind of breaks me up about John Cena not being able to wrestle again is it's like this last run, he got all the respect that he never got during the peak of his career. Whereas during the peak of his career, when the boos, he was the top baby face, but he was getting booed. Now he comes back. And I think it's a mix of a lot of his big fans have grown up and a lot of his detractors have gotten older, maybe have their own kids and can now maybe better appreciate
he's
someone
getting
like
the
John
Star
Cena.
Wars prequel treatment.
He's getting the Star Wars prequel treatment. In hindsight, maybe we treated him poorly is what's being expressed to John Cena now. And I think part of it too is that John Cena has been a great representative for wrestling. Like, I think we understand, like, given, like Hulk Hogan and other
John
people
Cena, he's granted 2,058 wishes this week.
Yeah.
Like he's just seems like a genuinely good guy with not too many skeletons in the closet. And I like those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Where like you're able to look at his career as a whole and you look at look at all the charitable things he did. No scandals.
He learned Mandarin.
He did, And of course the Make-A-Wish thing is big. Like I think just the wrestling audience is like, I don't want to boo John Cena anymore. And I think he really appreciated that. And I think to a certain degree that maybe he wishes the strike would have gone on a little longer, maybe past a WrestleMania, so he could soak this in.
Yeah. No, I mean, he was definitely enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Down this run. And, maybe he knew. He was like, yeah, however long this lasts, like, this is the end for me. So I'm just going to enjoy every minute of it. And it's kind of nice to see those, like, I'm not going to say redemption stories, but like appreciative stories.
Yeah. Like somebody getting their due flowers, right? Like that.
Yeah. And they just kind of, the good thing about it too is they just let him do it.
Yeah.
They didn't wrap him up in some crazy weird storyline or try to like put the title on him or anything like that. Like they just let him be himself.
Yep.
And just enjoy wrestling again. And I think that's every now and again we all kind of need to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
And that I guess is the heart of this particular show that we're on right now. In that, like sometimes you got to just sit back and be like, you know what, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's okay to not pick it apart to death and not get, wrapped up in sides on dramas and, like there is a point where it becomes harder to enjoy the things you love if you're that deep into the machinations of them. So seeing those is a good reminder for everyone that this silly thing that we love is actually pretty cool even at its worst. And like there's something to be said for that. And if you know what, if that's John Cena's legacy, I can't think of a better thing to associate him with,
Totally. I wonder if the next time we see John Cena is for a Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing where the insurance wouldn't be quite the same. And you could safely induct John Cena into the Hall of Fame now. I mean,
Yeah. Now they got that one guy. Yeah.
um,
Um, yeah. I mean, see, I'm sure Cena would love that, but they may wait for him to have a hit first, and then John, when the good movie comes out, we'll put you in. But when Freelance is out, we're just not gonna talk about that. Sorry.
well, I guess they announced that his Wile E. Coyote film or whatever is
I'm
not.
sorry. What?
No, he was in some like Looney Tunes card like movie, wasn't he? But the
John
Acme
Cena?
versus. Yeah.
I think they did like a bunch of direct to DVD like animated movies a bunch of years ago with like Scooby Doo at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers shelves John Cena's Wile E. Coyote movie. What the
Huh.
hell? We were gonna get a John Cena Wile E. Coyote movie? I would have been
I'm
all
mad
for
now.
that. Oh my god, you could have put like
Forget
oh
everything I said. Bring on the AI. I want to see this.
well, you're not going to. Filming had been completed and they were
And
just
then
like
they
the studio
watched it.
and then they were like, yeah, no thanks. Okay, so
Then they watched the film and
it was a live action animation. So this may be a dated reference, but so Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? That's
I guess
I guess.
we would call
I
that
don't
a
know.
hybrid or composite. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It was called Coyote versus Acme.
Huh.
So maybe this would because
So
Coyote
well,
versus
okay. So
Acme.
wait, hold on. Are you saying that he wasn't playing the coyote?
It was starring John Cena. Who was he to
Because if
play?
he was like playing himself or a character amongst the coyote, like the way they did Roger Rabbit and Bob Haskins, then like that's not as exciting. I want a full out 90-minute movie where John Cena plays Wile E. Coyote, and it's just him in a suit running around doing
So
Wile E. Coyote stuff.
So this would be oh my god. Oh, we needed to see this. You know who was Wile E. Coyote?
Me?
Will Forte.
Oh, that would have been
That
perfect.
would have been awesome. Um no, he's I don't know who John Cena is playing in this, but he's not the Coyote. Yeah, I think he might just be playing John Cena. Kind of like Michael
Okay,
Jordan in Space Jam
I'd watch that.
or LeBron James in Spaceman even.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I
Well,
didn't
you
see that
would
one. I felt we'd
no.
said all we needed to say with the original Space Jam. It's kind of like Beetlejuice. There's a Beetlejuice 2 coming out. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like I don't know if I need to revisit any issues from Beetlejuice. I feel
How
like we
are
wrapped them all up pretty tight.
how are we getting Beetlejuice coming back? And I've just been sitting here going, they're gonna bring back Gremlins eventually, Ian. Just be patient.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Mogwais and not feeding them after midnight and
I was actually
gizmos.
talking about that with someone recently. We were both a little astonished that they hadn't rebooted Gremlins already.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It would have been like the first thing I went to as soon as they're rebooting stuff. Gremlins. Gremlins was a
Yeah,
fantastic movie.
and you
I
could do
even
it
think
way
Gremlins 2
cheap.
was.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, you could crank out a Gremlins in a weekend if you had enough people working on it.